Those kids are screaming loud.
Of course, because it's Ren Sinclair time.
Look at her. She's changed the game. She's changed the game.
Well,
Manny,
that other one that's skippy jumping on the other side, I fucking hate her guts.
I feel like we're watching two parallel factions rise, Manny, on this new champions on NXT. There's the evil no quarter catch crew. And then there's Chase U. And it looked like we're on a collision course for War Games. I don't think so.
Well, this is what happens, Marcus, when you push the dude that can't fuck to the side and you put in a big, strong Englishman.
Or as I like to call Lars Sullivan with hair, Rich Holland.
Ooh. And shorter. He's shorter.
Is he shorter than Lars?
Lars was at least 6'4".
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. Anyway, 20 years from now, man. Or you know what? I believe 10 years from now, some random white wrestler is going to go, Lars Sullivan inspired me. Because that's the trajectory life is going right now. The whole world makes no sense. Dogs and cats singing together. People breakdancing in the street. Stealing a fried chicken and getting 9 years in prison. I just think the world is had enough. I've had enough.
No.
God, take us all down. Take us all down.
When you say stealing fried chicken, you make it like she stole a two-piece. She stole $1.5 million worth of fried chicken.
But yeah, you know what? Yet I still feel she shouldn't be punished for this, Manny. I don't think she should be. I think she should be rewarded. This is one of those crimes where who is really the victim other than the chicken that is murdered and fried somewhere?
I'm pretty sure there's some vegan political activists that are coming after this woman. They're calling for the death penalty, I'm sure.
Yeah, who fries that much chicken?
Look at all those chickens you killed, woman.
Yeah. I'm sure, as for the school, I'm sure it's not real chicken. It's like McDonald's version of chicken where it's like half meat and half. Who could be bologna? Who knows? American food.
If it was wings, I hope it wasn't those
Yeah,
boneless,
they're wings.
those
They're
boneless
wings.
things.
They're wings.
Are they actual wings or are they boneless?
You know, I
don't
didn't do
think
that much
I think
research.
they're chicken nuggets. I think they're chicken nuggets at that point.
Nah, they would have said chicken nuggets. They would have said chicken nuggets. She stole $1.5 million worth of chicken nuggets. Manny, that's next level villainy. I'm throwing a book at her. I'm throwing a book at her for stealing that one. Like in the courtroom.
What's worse though? What's worse? If she stole $1.5 million of nuggies, or if she stole $1.5 million worth of tendies.
Oh my god.
Tendies are seasoned.
You know what?
Depending on where you get them, tendies are seasoned.
Yeah, tendies are legit. They're legit. I can't. They're not nuggets. I don't know. I think nuggets will be worse. Nuggies will be worse. For sure.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, where we talk about the real topics, not wrestling anymore. Chicken.
Yeah, because as I've said numerous times, that's Manny, I'm Marcus. Woohoo, we're here. Quick introduction.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. You can't make this shit up that's going on in the real world. The real world is becoming stupider and stupider as wrestling seems to get smarter and smarter. And it's not fun to do this. Wrestling is stupid. We got the Beast Mortos going around, and I expect him to be doing my taxes. I expect him to go around and do my taxes next week and then go in jail for having fraud in the stock market. That's the way life is going.
There is a bit of news.
Oh,
he who
you
should
know
not
what?
be named, aka Redacted, aka the man. We can't. I can say his name. Vince. Apparently, his health, according to some podcast, and according to Linda McMahon, this is like story. This is like Chinese whispers going on. So this person's told this person, and this person's reporting on it. Not really a credible source. Apparently, Mr. McMahon's health is deteriorating.
Oh. So all the years of drugs, steroids, and
catching up to him.
And I guess rape, I guess at this point.
Yeah.
It's caught up to him, finally. At 80. So I don't know how credible this source is or whatnot, but interesting world if Vince McMahon died today. I don't know how people would take it. I guess you gotta celebrate the good with the bad, like you know how.
And then created like, Hulkamania, people.
Yeah, that's also racism.
But then so Dominic was on Impulsive with Logan Paul, and my word, that was an incredible interview.
He asked him if Logan was better. Are you excommunicado in Japan?
And then Logan was like, "Oh, I'd want to be invited back, but imagine I'd be a true heel if I went to Japan."
Yeah.
And Dominic was like, "You should wear the hat."
Yeah, just wear the hat. You just bring up the hat. Logan, I didn't realize how serious Logan took Japan. He's like, I really love Japan. You know. And then the quote, I think it was his friend or somebody. Who you waiting for to invite you? Who has to invite you to come back? And Dominic was like, we could pull strings in WWE, which I'm sure is possible.
Yeah. But and then also on that podcast we learned that during the custody battle between Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
He was involved in it.
Dominic Mysterio, Vince McMahon wanted to hang him from a cage. Like he was the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah. Basically, he was going to be like, it would be a ladder match and he would have just been up there. Manny, and here's where I'm going to get my...
yesterday. I texted you yesterday and I said, I miss Vince. Yeah. I miss outlandish ideas like this.
So, not only do I miss Vince, this is the moments where I realize, I look at Vince, I look in a mirror, and I go, we're the same. I wanted this. I wanted that.
You talk to me.
I've told dreams. I've told you. I remember when we recorded the show 500,000 years ago, and we were talking about this. I had the exact same idea. And that's the one I wanted. I wanted him above the ring in a shark cage. And he had to be like, no. Damn this ladder match. This is exactly what I wanted. I hate it. I hate stories about Vince. Because I always go like, but none of the raping shit and naming dildos after wrestling.
Not his personal life, but like him
I name my dildos after anime characters. Here's Mr. Nappa. Here's Naruto. I don't even watch anime. Yeah, I don't even watch it. That's the sick part.
Oh, okay.
Luffy's my One Piece outfit, Manny.
Huh?
That's me in a One Piece outfit. Yeah. Speaking of that, De La Hoya's out there lying, talking about he was drugged and his. Just own it. People are weird. When he was in drag, I was drugged up. Who cares? Lying sack of shit. Just own what you were doing. Who cares?
Should we get into Dynamite?
Sure. We talked about everything else in the world.
I mean, we covered it.
Yeah.
Fried chicken. What? That's the hashtag fried chicken saved my life portion of the show. Now we're back to the main part of the show.
Yeah. Now it's time to get to the real news. Now to many with sports.
So the show kicks off. We're getting a Mercedes Moné versus Shida match for the TBS title. I enjoy when Shida is on TV. I don't understand why Shida got a title match.
Because Shida gets title matches, man. And she's like Riho. Every so often, you'd be like, hey, we have Shida on the roster, right? Bring her out. Although she's looking more and more like Kip Sabian every day with her hairdo and outfit and look. Who I think it's still on their roster, right?
Yeah. That and Penelope Ford. Penelope.
Man, he don't lie to me. Penelope Ford doesn't. It's real.
So I thought this was actually a decent match. Camille kicks Shida in the face, allowing Mercedes to hit the moneymaker for the win. Britt Baker's music hits. Camille attacks a fan in waiting. Britt outsmarts them and almost gets a lockjaw before Camille saves Mercedes and they escape.
Well, Camille, it was nice knowing you, but I believe you're fired and going to jail for beating up that fan. That random fan. Just gave them the business. My whole thing was, as she gave that person the business, and she laid them out.
Ignore that, Marcus.
I know, it came on, and I didn't even read it. I just saw the screen come on, and I was like, oh boy, what are we putting on here? And she laid the fan out, and I didn't understand why she never turned around and was like, hey, boss, I got her. I don't know why that would be the voice of Camille right now, but boss, I got her.
You made it sound like Rocksteady from Turtles.
Yeah, I got her, boss. But she never turned around. She ended up talking shit as Mercedes is being beat up or attacked by Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, fresh off a suspension of whatever the case may be.
So we get a little update from what happened after Dynamite last week, as Hangman and Jeff Jarrett got into a little scuffle. As they talk to Jeff Jarrett and what's his called? TNA Total Nonstop Assholes.
Is that what they're called? I don't know. I just thought
know.
Jeff Jarrett and his fools minus Sato Singh.
Yeah, Hangman attacks them in the back and fights Jay Lethal to ringside. Again, a decent match. Hangman picks up the win, but another decent match, even though I felt it was more one-sided than anything.
Yeah, I'll tell you this one about this match. It came on right away, back to back, real quick. I got sad. Just a little bit.
What?
Just a little bit. I got a little emotional about this. I was looking at this match. It was a solid match. You know, nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with anything about it. Hangman Page and Jay Lethal. I just feel like Jay Lethal deserved better than this, and I think Hangman deserved better than this. I just feel like Hangman deserves better than a feud with Jeff Jarrett, I believe, going into his seems like the prime of his career. But
can you also point out this isn't even an announced match yet for All In?
Yeah. I'm assuming he's got to go through Sato Singh next or something before he gets to Jeff Jarrett, or maybe he got to go through Karen. I don't know. But it's just, I just feel like, what are we going with this? Why is this a story? Like, there's better use of these people, or mostly Hangman, than this. You have a vast roster.
I don't know why if they don't have anything for Hangman to do, don't give him a side quest like this. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why bring him back? Why bring him back for this?
It doesn't make sense if you're saving him for another run at Swerve. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I believe Swerve days are numbered, but we're going to continue that in
we get
picture. I don't know what. I think they should get picture in their ticker instead of a ticker. I think we should just have another box of stacks. Get this one. This is even worse. This is even lower.
MJF and Will Ospreay had a video package. I think this was probably the best AEW put together video package they've ever done.
I'm going to second that, but I'm going to say this is the AEW Dynamite presents video packages, because that's what we got for like the next half hour. Everything was video package. Oh, hydration. Everything.
Can't even see the logo. Perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. No one knows what you're drinking. It's very ambiguous.
Oh, it's put there. It's put in the bowl. Oh no.
Oh no. Who knows what this could have been? But we got a variety of video packages after this of the Will Ospreay and MJF feud.
I put Darby's in the ticker because I just didn't feel like it was necessary.
I feel like Darby had more to say, and you know what, man? Shame on you.
No,
because...
can I defend myself? Do you remember the Four Pillars match when I think they were all going against MJF for the AEW title?
Yeah, Sammy, MJF, and Darby.
I believe half of that footage was from Darby's Darby Allin's thing going into that. So I was like, I've kind of seen this before. I know what he's going to say. It's the same. In my mind, it was the same.
I lived in my car. The whole list. I'm a man, and you're not a man. I fight every day, Max, and you're this. But with that being said, if I were to pick MVP for AEW in their 5 years existence, it would either go Darby or Jon Moxley, 1 and 2, depending on the day. And that's why I'm like, shame on you for doing this to Darby. as he's been the only pillar who hasn't disgraced themselves in the business. Although he is going to kill himself.
He's gonna kill himself. The video package is in the ticker. What happened to him, or nearly happened to him, is not in the ticker. Darby Allin is attacked by Jack Perry on his way to his ring. Then these lot fight backstage. Jack Perry traps him underneath, what do you call it, a gate? A door?
Oh, yeah, it's a strike. This is a strike. When the garage door stunt that they did Dynamite before, that they done on NXT, I hate it. It doesn't work for me. But they did it anyway.
And then tries to run him over murder him, essentially, until he is stopped, and then cites he wants a coffin match.
Yeah,
Maybe your type of match.
Yeah. Either I beat you in your match. But here's my thing about him saying I fight you in a coffin match. When did he decide he wanted to do this? Before or after he didn't kill Darby Allin? Because he was about to commit murder. And you know what? His murder was justified of Darby Allin threatening to set me on fire. If you threaten to put somebody on fire, I believe they have the right to kill you. I think that should be in law. That should be in law. Someone poured gasoline on me and they hit me with a blowtorch one time. I have the right to kill you. There should be no as ifs or buts. If I live through it, I should be able to walk up to you and go, bang, it's over.
Okay, Marcus, I have a question for you. Okay. Not wrestling related.
Okay.
But on the topic of what you just said.
Yeah.
What does a school have to do to me if I'm a lunch lady that I can be justified to steal $1.5 million worth of chicken?
They've been paying you minimum wage, man, to put with them damn kids. Shit. And my only lunch break is I gotta eat this sorry ass food. I'm taking the chicken. I'm taking all your chicken. You ruined the day. You screwed me over. Ruined the day.
Pac is backstage. He's furious that Will Ospreay has a international title or American title match when he is the current #1 contender. He's sick of being looked over, manipulated, and treated like a bum. But he is not worried as he'll beat the winner 2 weeks later in some arena he beat Kenny Omega 5 years ago. I don't give a fuck who you beat in the same arena 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago. I barely remember the match, Pac. Yeah,
Pac, I'd like to see you show up 2 weeks straight to work. Don't be honest. I'd like to see you show up 2 weeks straight to work. Before you talking about, I'm so upset with Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay comes in on his private jet. You can come in with him every single week. Not this week. He's busy. But every single week he's been here. For the most part. And Pac goes in. Pac returns. Oh, I'm upset. They get title shots. Shut up, Pac. You ain't winning. Your boys have left you. Your death triangle. Now you're just a death man. Like, there ain't no triangle anymore. It's one corner. You're a line. You're a line.
It's not a line. A line would have to go to another point. He's just a figment.
Yeah, because Pac has no point, man.
So the second best video package of the night is Mariah May. She says it's all about her and not Toni Storm. Her greatest mistake is being alive at the same time as me. It's time for Toni Star to burn out and wonder whatever happened to Toni Storm. They are both gonna die. But Marcus, she gets to write the eulogy.
Oh!
Write her eulogy.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. We're both gonna die.
But you're gonna die first, and I get to tell everyone how you died.
I would love for the murderer to show up to the funeral and be like, "Oh shit, that's the murderer." They're gonna read the eulogy. Sounds like something OJ would do.
But Mina Shirakawa is then interviewed and asked about her feelings about this. She is shocked, heartbroken, and doesn't know. She's shocked and heartbroken about what happened, but she still loves them both and hopes no one gets seriously hurt.
What the fuck did she love Toni for?
Yeah, Toni didn't like her.
Yeah, Toni didn't like her. Yeah, y'all may have had this threesome after the match or whatever, but you don't fall in love that quick. And where have you been? And I have another second, Toni. Why you fly them titties out for this? Like she had no match. She had no reason to be here. She flew out for 2 minutes to talk to Renee.
How dare you? How dare you? That was Asian representation and you shut the fuck up.
Sheena was already on the show.
Yeah, but they're not the same.
Okada was on the show too.
Whatever, bitch.
I'm just saying, Tony flew out them titties for her. 2 minutes of TV time.
I think this match should have belonged on the ticker, but I left it in anyway. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Manny?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a bad thing about this match. I just want to ask you a question. What the hell was this about?
Okay.
What was this about? I got confused. They were trying to describe what they were fighting for, and I got mixed up, and I never figured it out. And I was like, well done, then. Well done.
Okay. So I started. So I wrote this. So this is a running thought sentence. It's not going to make sense. It's just running thoughts. Okay. What is the point of this? Question mark. Oh, it's the number one spot at the Casino Gauntlet match. Which, if you remember correctly, that match can end any time, regardless of how many people are in that match.
Yes.
So having the number one spot is probably the best option to have.
Yeah, but we know in AEW everybody goes 15 to 20 minutes, so you're not gonna be able to beat nobody in that time. So you're just wasting your spot. Put me in at 5.
Can I just say, I feel like this should have been booked. Everybody in that Casino Gauntlet should have been in a battle royal. The winner gets the number one spot, because at least we can then go, who did not make it into the match if the match finishes early?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because it just goes on and on until it's over. My favorite thing is, let's say I'm Kyle O'Reilly. I got pinned. Oh, shucks. I'm not the number one spot, whatever you wanted. But I get the number 2.
You don't know if you get number 2. That wasn't in the card.
I know, but how would you feel if you're Orange Cassidy if Kyle O'Reilly got number 2 going, what the fuck, man? I pinned him. It don't make a difference. It don't make it give you 1 or 2. At least you can say you locked up this for the top 3 spots. Loser gets the 3rd. I guess something. Or something weird. Just something weird. You can't just be like, oh, he gets number 1, because what if he gets 2? It's random, apparently. And what if he gets 3? Ah, fuck off. What's the point of me winning? It was a really good match, though. And I would like to give Roderick Strong 2,500 strikes. I don't believe you should be able to represent a faction you never team with, you never come out with, and that is a complete bust. I don't know what the Undisputed Kingdom is anymore. Wardlow's missing. The Kingdom. And then Adam Cole's ankle is still hurt? Question mark?
No.
Or is it his heart?
I feel like his feelings are hurt at this moment in time. And that takes longer than a hurt ankle.
Yeah. I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. But yeah, I don't understand the point of Undisputed Kingdom. I just go like, can you stop representing this, Roddy? And I mean, I guess this is your music at this point.
Yeah, I guess this is your music. Then we get the Young Bucks versus the Acclaim. I feel like I've seen this match a few times. The Young Bucks win by a DQ as FTR interfere in the match, resulting in a pull-apart between the FTR and the Acclaimed. Christopher Daniels in the back takes a lifetime to say there's going to be a number one contenders match on Collision, and the winners face the Young Bucks at All In. I don't know why it took him that long to say it.
Well, he had to think about it, and Manny, I have never saw somebody think and do the absolute wrong decision completely in my life. Here's his decision. The Acclaim fighting for the TNA tag team titles the AEW tag team titles that have not been defended since April. This is their first title defense. The Young Bucks are abusing their power. Got it. The Young Bucks are on the ropes and look like they might be losing this until FTR comes out there and decides to beat up the Young Bucks in a clear DQ. The Acclaim lose the match. Unjustly. Christopher Daniels looks at this. He's watching this with Renee, who has a smirk on her face because he knows she's about to make the wrong decision. And he says, the Acclaim and FTR will fight for the number one contender spot for the AEW titles, and the winner fights the Bucks and All In. Therefore, How is this right for the Acclaim? They have already beat the Young Bucks. They are already the number one contenders. They won their Eliminator match. They had the champs on the ropes until FTR came down. I just don't understand why they're being punished and now have to beat FTR to get to another title match that they were already in. All you had to do was suspend FTR and say, we're going to run this back right now. We can either run it back right now or we can run it back on Collision. But whatever we're going to do, we're running it back to get a fair victory or a fair match for the Acclaim. This is bullshit. This is ridiculous. This is like rewarding me for running over let me think about sports, Aaron Rodgers before a Jets game, and you're saying, oh yeah, Marcus and the Green Bay Packers is going to the Super Bowl, but that's if the Jets can beat them. Right?
No, that's a terrible analogy, but that would only work in wrestling.
Yes, it does. It doesn't work in real sports, but that's the same
anywhere else. Yeah.
Like if I pull up boxing, that'd be like if I interfered in Terrence Crawford's latest fight, and they were like, well, Marcus and Terrence Crawford get a match, so Terrence Crawford can fight for his title again.
There's a bunch of stuff in the ticker if you actually made it to read it. I am not reading it, but Hook made it. Jericho made it. Okada and Claudio made it.
Oh, you know what? That was one of the best Claudio promos in 7,000 years, and Okada delivered. Okada outshined him.
Did you care?
Slightly. No. I do want to see that match. I like
to see Okada and then we get a Bryan Danielson video package. Now, he is your boy. He is your favorite wrestler, probably of all time, outside of the Macho Man and maybe the Ultimate Warrior. Did you cry? Did a little whimpering happen?
No, man, it wasn't when I was watching. I didn't cry. I was mad and respected him. I was mad. I manned up. I sucked up all the tears. It was right before I went into work in my car, and I put on the song for Green Day. Hope you have the time of your life. I start punching air. I
got a little sad. I got a little sad in it.
It is. It was a real send-off video, and it seemed like they're really setting it up, but I don't think he's losing. I don't think he's lying.
Marcus, that's the type of video you play if Danielson died.
You know, the thing is, I understood everything in the vignette. I thought that, they would have some random pictures from WrestleMania. You think they would have sought out some pictures of, him winning at WrestleMania. Fan photos or something.
Yeah.
Because, he's had one of the most implausible, unbelievable careers that no one thought would ever happen. And, it's coming to an end. And, it just seems like we'll have some of that, all of that. But it was a very emotional finish. And, on to the main event. He's at ringside. No one knew who he was for a minute. Bryan Danielson.
Swerve Strickland versus Wheeler Yuta. I don't think even Danielson believed in Wheeler Yuta in this match. He's all like there shouting encouragement, but I don't. But I feel like that was all for TV. That was all for show.
Yeah, I don't understand why he had to buy a ticket to go see Wheeler Yuta. I guess because he's not in the contract? Maybe if they explained that. He's not in the contract anymore. That's why he has to buy a ticket to see this match. They do not allow him in the locker room. But, no, he had no belief in him. Neither did any of the other members of the Blackpool Combat Club. Mox has abandoned them. Claudio's getting called a bitch in the back. But Swerve put the number on him. I questioned every referee's methods after Swerve stepped on Yuta's head, and he stopped the match, but they never stopped any other match.
Or did it end in DQ?
I think stoppage, but it should have been a DQ at this point. He did kill the man. I don't think Swerve was pushed to the limit as we normally see people go. I just think that he just took his time, and he got caught slipping. I just feel like Will Yuta was just not the guy to fight for this. Anyway, Danielson comes out there. He checks on Yuta. Swerve talks, I'm going to cripple you within your life. I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it all. He leaves with Nana, but runs back. Hi-ya! Kick to the head.
What's that called? Is that called the drive-by?
I thought it was a kill shot.
I don't know what that's called.
I mean, it's kill shot because his name was Kill Shot back in, Lucha. But I think it's a kill shot. Anyway, he lands it. Danielson's dead. His fragile body can't take it anymore. His last appearance was tonight. He is not appearing at All In because he's dead.
So, I still think, despite a lot of stuff making the ticket for me, I think this was still a solid episode of Dynamite.
Manny, how dare you? I also agree that this was another good episode of Dynamite. They're delivering also. You know what they're doing? You know what they're doing? They're telling stories. Again, we got the most WWE episode of AEW Dynamite where we got, okay, here are 2 matches. AEW seems like a normal show. You know what? The next 35 minutes, nothing but video packages. I swear Redacted done walked in that room.
It's Shane McMahon. I think this is Shane McMahon's doing.
Get these packages up. Get these packages up.
But
we have all this footage of Bryan Danielson.
All those people, with the exception of probably Danielson and Darby, that had a solid video package that weren't in the arena, it kept what they had going an additional week. Like, they didn't need to be there because they had that, and it kept it going for an additional week without them having to be there. And it's not like normally when CM Punk did that, it's shoot interview where it was like people will shoot vignettes so they don't have to turn up for 4 weeks, kind of shit. These were added to the show. It added to the actual existing stories that they're trying to tell going into the show, and they should be doing shit like this more often, because I feel like All In is something I want to watch. Am I going to go pay money to go see it? No, because I checked the prices for those tickets and they're way too expensive, and I refuse to sit in the cheap seats.
Many ain't there. Many don't bleed his nose out there. Many don't bleed for this. But no, I agree with you that the one thing that I've clamored for AEW to do, and it's consistency, and it's putting essentially the same cast out there every single week to tell their stories. There isn't a random Atlantis Jr. versus Minoru Suzuki match in the middle of your fucking show that has nothing to do with anything you're out there promoting. Or
the Beast wasn't out there either.
Yeah, the Beast Montrose and let me think of somebody random. And Hologram didn't have a match on the show for no reason. Like, everything had a purpose, everything had a reason, everything was about let's sell All In. Let's try to get as many tickets sold as possible and buys as possible. We're selling it on the back of Danielson's retiring. We're selling it on the back of Ospreay and MJF fighting for the right of America, I guess. But that also made me question, what's the last match of the show?
What, the main event?
Yeah, what you got for All In? What's your main event for All In?
Swerve and Danielson.
Are you sure?
I think it has to be. I know logic would say put the thing that seems bigger, which is MJF versus Will Ospreay, because Will Ospreay's a hometown boy. But you have to put the AEW World Title, even though it's taken a hit this week, with the poll question this week of what was more more
meaningful to
more meaningful. No, I didn't even put the Ulafala on there.
Oh, you put the bracelet?
I just put the bracelet.
Oh, you son of a bitch. The Ulafala is too much. That's Wing Eagle WWE Championship right there.
So
CM Punk title is the NWA title. It's the 10 pounds of gold. Sweet Charlotte.
So on our community page, it was what currently carries more value: CM Punk's friendship bracelet or the AEW World Championship, with 8,000 votes.
Cool.
CM Punk's friendship bracelet is at 88%.
Oh, sons of bitches! You no good bot, you. It could have been more competitive than that. Fuck you. You only do it because a black man holds that title. You know it devalues the property. You know it. I know how home ownership goes in the neighborhood. As soon as a black man moves in, the whole neighborhood goes down in value. Fuck you, people. I think you still got to put that as the main event. I think
it's kind of like last year where Will Ospreay kind of wasn't the main event either when he faced off against Jericho.
But yeah, that was meaningless though. He wasn't. I don't even think he was all elite yet, right?
Yeah, but again, I don't think that international title or the one Okada holds
title.
The one Okada holds.
Oh, the Continental.
Yeah, means anything. Like I feel like you should only have one title that kind of is that, and then have your TNT title, or remove TNT title and just have that the Continental or whatever.
All three of them should be one.
Yeah, there's too many. There's 3 belts. There's 3 mid-card titles that should be one.
Yeah, that has no distinction from the other.
Yeah.
Like, it's no special stipulation with this title. It's not like the hardcore title. And if you want to get the FTW title in there, Manny, that counts as another title.
Yeah. I hope they're going to add Hook and Jericho to All In as well. And I don't think that should be on there. I think Jericho needs to really consider what he's doing these days because Hook has not been elevated from this. No. Neither has Big Bill. Neither has the Bounty Hunter.
Brian Keith, I believe, is the only one being elevated from all this.
I don't think he's being elevated. I think
he's the only one. No, I'm saying it's not like an elevation, but he's getting TV time on the main show Dynamite instead of like showing up on Collision regularly and taking losses.
Yeah, but that's it. That is it.
Yeah.
No one in this entire story is getting elevated at all.
No one cares about this. There's so many things going on in the show that you're more interested and intrigued in, whether it's Mercedes and Britt, or Mariah and Tony, or MJF and Ospreay, or there's so much more going on than actually what they're trying to sell with this learning tree. It's the worst part of the show, and every single week.
And for the first time in a while, I feel like they have 2 women's matches with stories going into it that you might kind of care about watching. I'm not a Mercedes fan, so I don't necessarily care. But I know other people will be excited to watch this match. It will be a good match. And the story, I don't think the match will be very good. But the story of Mariah May and Toni Storm is really good.
Yeah. I'm iffy on the Britt and Mercedes match being good.
Well, so
Britt's not that good in the ring, and Mercedes can go into her streak of botching every now and then. And
well, Mercedes has said on a podcast all she does is 5-star matches, and I think she lying. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You lying? Why you lying? So, if I'm Wakazi and, we go to the divorce court, I'm going to use that as Exhibit A of a lion snake right here. We're going to watch a match. This is not 5 stars. Maybe 4.
Hashida match. Hashida match was like 3.5.
Yeah. But it's a TV match. I'm not going to ask her to go all, quote unquote, all out or all in and for a Hashida match. Just say. But yeah, this Dynamite is doing really well right now, and the only, like we were saying earlier, the worst part is Jericho. The worst part, by far.
Yeah.
It sticks out like a sore thumb at this point. Yeah. Where you just go like, everybody else is firing on all cylinders, doing the best promo work of their life, and they're telling good stories, and we have something consistent going on, and then Jericho comes out, the learning tree, and I'm like, scratch my balls and turn the channel. Yeah, immediately turn the channel. What about 32? I don't know. Reruns of the Golden Girls. It doesn't matter.
I'd watch reruns of the Golden Girls.
But can I say something also? This is random. And, I'm throwing this in there. I'm enjoying Dynamite. But I'm going to think as a TV exec. Tony's planning on making big announcements soon and whatever. I'm assuming it's going to be the TV deal and maybe even the Texas show. If I'm TBS, I'm still canceling Dynamite. Like, as devil advocate, I'm still canceling this show. I'm thinking about money, and I go, the Big Bang Theory draws this. It draws it.
A lot of things outdraw it, though. A lot of things outdraw it.
And this is me as a recently, Dynamite's been good. Cooking on high velocity right now. It's a great show. It competes with, it's probably the second best wrestling show every single week. It competes with NXT and Raw on a consistent basis. SmackDown has 10 minutes of show. But I would still financially think about, what am I paying for? What am I paying for? I can throw a rerun of Modern Family and Big Bang Theory or The Office on right now. Bam, I get the exact same numbers.
So, it's interesting. So, NXT is going on the road for the first 2 episodes of being on the CW.
Yeah.
The second night they're going head to head with AEW Dynamite because Dynamite is being moved to Tuesdays for that particular week. The Randy Orton night.
I wonder why. Is it hockey?
I'm not sure, but I would almost flip the date and have the second show the CM Punk night.
Antonio Banderas me. I would too. I think the people in St. Louis don't give a fuck about. I mean, I'm sure they like Randy Orton, whatever. But everybody likes Randy Orton. You can put CM Punk on both shows. Maybe CM Punk sets up the show for next week, Manny. I can see them doing a loaded show in St. Louis. Cody says he's gonna be there. Paul Heyman's gonna be there. You know, random shit like that. Like they
Roman's
did that one
gonna
week.
be there.
Be a satellite or some shit. For the first time, over the main event, over Fibby, Roman Reigns. Oh no, Joe Hendry versus Roman Reigns in a match you cannot miss.
Yeah, that'd be interesting though. October's gonna be interesting.
Yep, I can't wait till it goes to the CW. I'm shocked they did the Allstate Arena for the Chicago show. They're really serious.
Allstate Arena is not that big though, is it?
No, that's the arena. That's their big one.
What?
Yeah, that's the one where Phil came back the first time. That's the same one they have All Out all the time. That's the same one that they just did. What pay-per-view was that? Survivor Series?
Yeah. I thought there was a bigger one.
No, Allstate's the one. That's their main one. That's where the Bulls play. Or the Blackhawks. Or both. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, they're gonna fill half that shit up then. But I guess with CM Punk, they may actually fill it up. Chicago people are crazy. When do you get enough? When do you guys get enough?
It's not fair, actually. It's not fair. Chicago gets everything.
Yeah, because they show up, Eddie. Just like Canada, they show up. You put that shit in LA, I'll think about it.
Let's get into NXT. Ethan Page, he said the era of the ego will continue to roll on strong. No one is taking the championship from Ethan Page.
Straight.
Why?
Can't come off those. He looked like someone's dad or just the glasses. He looked like a teacher. Didn't look like a man that was all about his ego. He looked like a man that was looking for an ego.
Says Wesley, Trick Williams, and Pete Dunne will not loosen his grip he has on that title. Ethan didn't even say his name, but Joe Hendry appears. Joe Hendry says he won at Heatwave. Ethan was the talk of NXT until his face appeared and closed the show. And while he beat Mensa last week, the fans were left talking about Wesley. Ethan tells him to enjoy his win last week and take his ass back to TNA.
Oh!
Joe Hendry wants to win the NXT title. Ethan says everyone believes in Joe Hendry, except me. He believes his song makes him sick to his stomach, and he also believes he's on his 14th minute of his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, that's some mean shit right there. That's like saying that's a hot tour.
Yeah, he also believes if he comes after him, he will expose him for the flash in the pan he is. Joe Hendry says he is no overnight success. He has been grinding for 10 plus years, and he will make him believe when he takes that title to London and Paris and Tokyo. America and Scotland and Mexico.
I don't even know. I feel like it goes and Mexico. Yeah, that's how it is.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I thought this was a really good opening segment. I have many interpretations of this one, where he said, "Yeah, they're still talking to times." Wesley turned on him and all that. I was like, there would never be a white man still talking to town here on NXT. You need to understand that, especially now that they're going to the WB. You're in trouble now. But I enjoyed the segment, and I thought this was the best Joe Hendry segment, and maybe the best Ethan Page segment that either of them had since they joined the NXT roster.
Wesley super kicks Joe Hendry and stares down Ethan Page.
Yes.
Now,
I, at this point, yelled to Ryan, who was in the room, Wesley, you're supposed to be one of the good ones, as the white man says.
Ava is in the back, Marcus. She lets everyone know Stevie has had an idea. There's going to be a No Mercy Gauntlet Eliminator made up of women who've not had a title match against for the NXT title. 6 competitors will be chosen at random. Those 6 competitors is Ren Sinclair.
Fuck my wrist.
It hurt my wrist.
I know, me too. That was a hard slap for no reason. The fuck? I injured myself.
I was gonna firm it, but you let out pain. I was like, I'll do it too. Adriana Rizzo, Sol Ruka, Jada Parker, Kendall Gray, and I'm giving this person a strike, Carmen Petrovic, because when she was announced, she said it's time for the shing action. That should never catch on.
No, absolutely not. Manny, strikes. Strike. And you want to know why I'm giving this segment more strikes than it probably deserves?
Why?
I don't know these women. Can't tell them apart. I can't. They're all blonde white women.
I can.
I can tell the women of color. I can tell the women of color and the quote-unquote stars.
The ones I get confused with is Kendall Gray and the one she's been coming out with, Carly Bright.
Carly Bright, yeah.
Yeah, I get confused with those two.
But I always mix up Izzy Dame and, what's the other one?
Marcus, I thought Izzy Dame was Charlotte. I looked away for a second. I thought she was Charlotte.
Manny, let me see your feet, not for a sexual reason.
Roxanne, no one is on her level, but someone might become the next Roxanne Perez, and then Mr. Stone decides to go, that was my idea.
He's too late. Stevie got it. It's Stevie. I think we need to do a challenge in the game show. I don't know how we'll do this, but I think I could be a contestant. I want you to put that image of Ava with the spindle with all those women, Manny, and let's see who can name all of these women.
Ooh.
Or we could just do we could just like literally every week randomly who are the women in the background of NXT. Like, who are these people?
Marcus, talk about Ren Sinclair and then the match between Tony D and Charlie Dempsey, and I'll try and find that image.
Well, Ren Sinclair immediately goes to the back and is trying to take down and wrestle with Dempsey and prepare him for his match and hype him up for the Tony D match. They announce the No Quarter Catch crew. They go to the ring. They have the match that Manny probably will put in the ticker, but he didn't do it. The Heritage Cup match, basically a best 2 out of 3 falls. It was a solid match. I enjoyed it. Dempsey wins after the help of Ren Sinclair. And Tavion Heights, the missing black man. Yeah. And, you know, that started that. And I think this basically starts the Obafemi Tony D feud that's coming up soon because they keep cutting each other off in these backstage segments. How did that cameraman follow Obi? Obi just showed up and was like, fuck his loss.
No, but Tony D did that to him last week.
I know. But not after a loss. Not after a loss. He don't come on walking after a loss. That was emotional.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun.
But the Heritage Cup, again, these could go away. But if it is in somebody's hands, why not the No Quarter Catch crew's hands? I feel like. By the way, Tavion Heights still dead. Quote unquote. I guess he's still in Japan.
No, he's in Japan. She was like, he's actually in Japan.
Oh, she said that. I missed that line.
Yeah.
You didn't actually kill him. But great faction.
I've got a shot.
Okay. This is really difficult. I believe play along at home, for people. Play along at home. I bet you it's this difficult. There's so many random white women with blonde hair on this show. And I mean it.
There's
too
many Charlotte. There's actually too many Charlotte clones.
It's just too many. Yeah, you thought I was going to say it's too many white women on the show. That was not what I was going to say. Man, are you in incognito mode? Because someone's gonna go through your
No.
history. But there's too many Charlotte clones. If we could just, minimize this. Even Ashanti the Adonis, when he was going on his hitting spree, in my favorite segment of the night.
I didn't know who those women were. I didn't know who he was talking to. There was 4 women in that shot, and I had no idea who those were.
Yeah, when do I supposed to know? There was even a shot randomly of Fallon, Last Legend, where they walked over and Jakari and
that
Nix
was
and
behind
Jay.
Pete Dunne. That was Pete Dunne was cutting the heelish shit.
Yeah.
And then
You got all this ratchet ass shit going on back there. Them getting their hair did and all that. All right, so I have the picture in possession. Am I supposed to drag it somewhere?
No, I'm doing it.
Okay.
If I start doing things with AirDrop and stuff like that, whilst my AirPods are connected to this screen, things just start getting messed up. Okay. So, name that NXT female superstar.
And yes, we're gonna visually show you a million Charlottes. Look at this. Look how many blondes.
Okay, Marcus. Going from the left with Jada Parker.
Okay.
I want you to see how many you can name before you get stuck.
I'm already stuck in the second one. It's the second one. All right, so it's Jada Parker. Obviously, she stands out. And then I'm going to say that's Carmen Petrovich in the skirt.
Yeah.
Okay. And then behind Robert Stone is unknown.
I know, that's Kendall Gray.
Okay. Is that Carly Bright coming up on the right, or is that Thea Hill?
That's Carly Bright.
Okay. Ava, obviously. I can tell by the knees. I have no clue who the one with the orange and choker is.
She wrestled. That's Brittany Reese.
You swear that helped. All right. Then there's Stevie, obviously. And then there's I want to say that Izzy Dame.
Izzy Dame, which is basically Charlotte mixed with Carmella.
Oh, I'm gonna say Stratton. She has a long chin. I just noticed right now. Black ass Soul Roka sticks out, and then I have no idea who this purple person is.
So I know who that purple person is.
Who?
Danny Palmer.
Oh shit! I haven't seen Danny Palmer in a minute.
Yeah, she hasn't been on TV in ages.
Yeah, but she's in her I'm a cougar stage with her animal print purple outfit. Like
Yeah.
that seems like something an old lady would wear who's trying to get a younger man.
So there was more people in the following shot, but I just can't be bothered to get another screenshot.
Yeah, it's so many. Like, I think this is a trivia every week that I think you guys should try to play along to see if you can name all these women. Maybe we release it as a side video of like, can you name these women?
To be fair though, their women's division is stacked. There's so much talent in it, and there's only so much room in the main roster and NXT for them to shine. So some people are gonna have to be let go.
I'm just saying, this wasn't even all the women, and the women who weren't in this segment can all take the Power Fusion Collective spots. Where they Power Fusion? What was the piece of Pure Fusion?
Pure Fusion Collective, I believe it was.
I believe they can stop. I would give that spot to JCJ and Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix right away. Just be like,
I don't think Jasmine Nix is ready for that.
I don't care. They're 25% more interesting. You act like Zoe's a bad wrestler. Zoe can go out there and wrestle. She can go out there and wrestle, but I have no idea what Zoe Stark's about.
Jimmy, Diamond Dallas Jimmy, said they should have a over-the-top battle royal of the Blondes battle royal. The quicker you are eliminated, the darker you have to dye your hair. End result, everyone sees your ranking by hair color.
Yes. Solve this problem. I mean, we need more of the Ariana Grace's black hair, obviously. Who else is out there? Who am I missing?
Tatum.
There's other people.
Tatum's got black hair.
Yeah, Wendy Choose.
Wendy.
Yep. Gigi got an orange hair color. You know, just diversify it up. Just change it up. Not everybody can be a Charlotte. Let's get some Baileys in there. And some Becky.
So, Lani has Lola check on Tatum Paxley, who says she has nothing left, as Lani and Wendy Day ain't her friend, and neither is Lola, so what the fuck does she want?
I believe you ad-libbed on the fuck, but yes.
Tatum believes Lola has everything handed to her, which sets up the match later on tonight.
No, she is a Latina.
I'm a Latina. As I told Marcus earlier, I had the Lombarda stuck in my head, and that perfectly goes with Lola Vice.
Honestly, if I were to give a wrestler real music, I'm giving her Shakira's "My Hips Don't Lie." Whatever that song says.
Don't ruin that song.
That song is 700 years old. Someone has to ruin it.
Ole, ole, ole.
Ole, ole, ole. Oh, whatever. Last forever.
Together. I believe that I am drunk.
Yeah, that's why I'm singing this. By the way, I believe if you play that around a bunch of drunk men, everybody's gonna sing Shakira. I think every man knows the songs.
Marcus, I saw this reel the other day, and I think more people need to realize, as grown-ass men, we all need to just fully accept that sometimes we just like a good old-fashioned white woman classic banger of a song.
What's the classic white woman song, Eddie?
I don't know, but I know deep down, when the lights are off and you're alone in your home, you might put on "Haters Gonna Hate, Hey, 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 Hey." You might want to shake it off. Shake it off.
Not putting on Jeff Jarrett's Babysitter, Betty. And random Jeff Jarrett. Oh, is this what the plan is? To get Lauren Taylor into AEW? And put Jeff Jarrett.
But apparently that's the reason why Wembley is only 50,000 is because of the Taylor Swift concert.
Oh. That was more powerful than you could even imagine.
Yeah. But I don't think they were going to sell. I don't think they were going to sell 80 this
I don't even think they got 50,000 legitly. I don't think they even have that number.
No, they don't.
If anything, they're around 30 to 40. Yeah.
There are a lot of tickets left, and there's still a lot of high-priced ones around ringside. But again, at Wembley Stadium, and I think this goes for all stadium shows, unless you're front row, there is no point getting any other ticket on the floor. That's just my point of view. Unless it's raised, unless it starts getting raised, there's no point being on the floor unless you're front row.
Yeah. I feel, I still get enjoyment out of, nosebleed seats. The atmosphere of just being there. I don't mind it.
So last year.
But you're right.
Last year, I had good seats. I thought I had good seats. I was at the. If I was watching football, I'd be pretty much on sideline, like on pitch level. No, not for this. I was so fucking far away. I felt like you. I was like, who is that?
Got two binoculars put together. Is that Cesaro or Steve Austin? What do you mean that's Gilbert?
Yeah, I watched half of it on the screen.
Yeah.
Too far away.
That's why you go up. If you go up, I can watch it off from up there. There was I thought my seats were so good. I bought me a Trinidad flag. That's how good I thought my seats were. Man, he thought his seats were so good. He said, "I got this flag just in case." Oh no, I'm not that good at all.
Marcus, for the Halloween episode, I was thinking, let me dress up as Roman Reigns. But I think I want to come up as Trinidad, man. I'm gonna turn up as a fan of a fan.
Yeah, if you do that, man, if you do a Trinidad guy, I'm going to be either side guy or green shirt guy. I don't know where that green shirt comes from. I don't know where he gets it.
Okay, let's get back to the show. This should 100% made the ticker. Eddie Thorpe, Lexus King had a promo package. Then they had a match.
He did.
It wasn't a very good match.
No, it's bad, Lexi King, and they're going
Yeah, 100% should make the ticker.
Yeah. Nothing good about this. There was no ticker this week, but it seems like it deserves it. It absolutely deserves it. These guys have no chemistry together at all.
No, but I don't think Eddie Thorpe's that good either.
No, Dijak was the best part of that feud when he was feuding with him.
So Trick Williams says to Petey in a promo package, he solves problems. I gave him a strike the moment he said that. Ask me why.
Because he's not Tyson Topko? Because that's the problem solver?
No, that one, but I didn't think of that at the time. So the first clip he used to highlight the fact that he's a problem solver was the fact that he finished the Mello problem. Correct me if I'm wrong. How many weeks did it take him to work out that Mello was the one that attacked him?
Yep. Even though Mello was... Yeah. No, he solved the problem. It's just he's really late at it. This is like when you send your closer or something back. You're like, this is the wrong thing. And it's taking forever to get your refund. He solved this problem. It took forever to get my refund.
Pete Dunne says he doesn't...
Oh, you're not going to do the second story.
What was the second story?
The second story was...
he got jumped. He jumped people.
No, they broke into his car. And he was like, oh, shit, let me get my whatever. I guess it's CD player. Who knows? I forget. And then he decides to go up there. And he's like, yeah, I lost that fight. And I died laughing. I go, what?
I thought he won that fight.
No, he got his ass whooped. And he said, but you know what? They knew they were in the fight. Yeah. He thought they knew they were in the fight. I was like, nah, man, you got fucked up stupid. You went to 301.
Yeah, and then he asked for Pete Dunne for a rematch. Pete Dunne says he doesn't deserve a rematch. Men like Trick like to bitch and moan, whilst men like him like to shrug it off and move on. He's moving forward to the NXT Championship. This is when we see in the background the Mean Girls be hating on Lash and Jakara Jackson.
Yes. I don't understand what they were doing in makeup. So, I don't know how women's makeup work. But I feel like the person who was doing the makeup on Fallon Henry Stitz, for whatever reason, none of these people are on TV this week. But they were all in the makeup chair getting shit done. Just everybody was getting shit done. Takari's running around in the background, Lash is running around. Amazing segment.
So, the point of this segment, I don't know why they were hating, because they didn't seem to hate on Jakara. They seem to be hating more on Lash because she was she played basketball, yes. And she's one of these NIL athletes. Where she makes the point, Jasmine Nix played D1 soccer.
I thought it was wasn't it baseball?
No, she said baseball, but then she was like, "No, I played thing." I don't know what Jakara Jackson has done in her past life to get here.
Yeah. We know she was in the WNBA. That's it. That's all we know. But this ridiculous hate was on full display here. Jakari doesn't even have a job. Y'all hate no Lash. It's ridiculous.
Where are we? Lola Vice takes on Tatum Paxley. Wendy Chu chokes out Lani, distracting Tatum.
Tired is black and black.
Leading to Lola to pick up the win. Wendy Chu holds the title over Lani. That's what you get for trying to change your name.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? Oh, Manny, this is the random wrestler on commentary. There's at least one show that does this every single week. I'm giving Lani a D. She didn't add no sexual attention in there. Well, I'm giving her.
Marcus.
I'm going to change it to a C.
She's a young woman. You can't be doing that.
He's old enough. No, but yeah, she gets a D on commentary.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking about giving her an F, but I don't think I even gave an F about her on commentary.
So Wesley cuts the promo of his life.
I feel like we get this once every 6 months.
No, so normally it's quite whiny.
Yeah, he's
like,
injured. He's injured or something.
He's injured. He's pandering to the audience. This one, I was like, oh, this is a different Wesley. He's not pandering to anyone. This is a good promo.
Yeah.
He says Zack let him down again, and what he did goes back to when Zack let him down 2 years ago when he did that stupid Nazi salute. When that crazy woman he called a wife let that picture out.
Yeah, how dare you? You won everything, and we were the greatest tag team of all time.
He picked himself up, being the greatest North American champion ever. Zack and Trey abandoned him and reunited in TNA, while he broke his back being a top star in NXT. He tells Zack he's done being his caretaker. He's done worrying about what he's going to do and say. He was the one that kept everything together when they were the Rascals. He was the one squashing beefs while he was out there being childish. He's tired of taking care of him.
Yeah.
He can't have his best friends riding his coattails if he wants to get to the next level. He knows they only came to the WWE to get that WWE rub. He knows they're going to have a match, and he's going to give him the beating of a lifetime. And when that's done, they can go back to TNA and have a wonderful career while he focuses on bigger and better things like the NXT Championship, and wishes them the best in their future endeavors.
That was cold. That was a cold line in there. And you know what? I'm giving Wesley a strike for one thing, or a few things. I'm giving him a strike. This was a great promo.
It was.
But I think that he has no right to go after Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel did nothing to him. Trey Miguel's just guilty by association. It's not Trey Miguel's fault that he didn't sign him. What do you want from him? What could he have done until now? I understand why you're against Zachary Wentz or whatever his name is these days. But how dare you go out to let Trey Miguel get the business? Throw him under the bus and all this. This man was yes, he was there for his WWE run, but he ain't never been there, damn it. This was his chance, Wes. And you didn't team with him. You chose to team with Zachary. You made him one. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. You go with Trey Miguel. Zachary already let you down. He's a Nazi.
That is true.
No, I don't believe Trey Miguel deserves the business. In fact, you could have told Trey Miguel you were going to do this. He probably would have jumped in on it. He's like, do I get to stay in NXT?
I think he goes back. I think Trey Miguel goes backstage and hugs Shawn Michaels and goes, "Why don't he want me?" If you don't know, if you're too young to know what that is, go look up Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That clip will come up.
I think it's the greatest deadbeat dad moment. It's the apex mountain of deadbeat dads.
Yeah, and then the thing Uncle Phil did was all ad-lib after he said that. He just pulled him in and hugged him.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest scenes ever. It's
one of the best acting scenes ever. Just
it still gets me emotional today. It still gets me emotional today if it comes up on the Instagram Reels. I will watch the whole of it, knowing full well what it's going to do to me.
Yeah. The hell with him! For a show that is built around its comedy and, some of the jokes and stuff, that might be the most iconic scene in TV history. I don't think there's a single person that can say a bad thing about that scene. White, black, orange, purple. We can show it to an alien and then they also get that same emotion up. Damn. Why don't he want? I got my first honey. I taught myself how to shake. How come he don't want me? Oh, shit.
Man. So Pete Dunne comes out. He says he's impressed as someone finally started to figure it out. He says his eyes are fixed on the NXT title again, but out comes Joe Henry, who starts a brawl. So we've already spoke about Obafemi interrupting Tony D.
Yes.
I've stressed, so you can talk about it if you need to. Obafemi takes on Otis. This is all ticker for me. So I said it would be ticker, and I knew it was going to be ticker, but you may go ahead and speak on it, Marcus, because I know you want to.
One, this is a good old fashioned race war here. That's like a 2 hour. That sounds like an essay that's getting ready to go. It's an allegory for black versus white. Now, first, I hate that they didn't air the oldest promo that they only aired on the exclusive. Otis cut a hell of a promo. Got a little sugar from Maxine on there. He cut a hell of a promo about becoming the North American title and all that. And I was like, oh, they should have aired this on TV. I thought the match was okay. It was solid. No one believed Otis was going to win. I know you were disappointed where it better not be Otis in that open challenge.
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
But people love Otis. I think it's time to unleash Otis.
No,
unleash Otis.
The only Otis you need to see on
ready.
NXT. I almost read it. I had flashbacks to it. Yeah. The word is ticker, but the word I was looking for was Tucky. That's the only Otis I want to see on NXT.
Nobody cares about Tucky, man. He's gone. Tucky's not even doing the indies. If he is, shit. No one's talking about it.
Oh, so there is a ticker. I just haven't put it in the ticker. So, the Brooks Jensen promo with Sean Spears.
No. Yeah, that was about nothing. That was skippable.
Adonis still be hitting on women. That man needs to be released. He's a waste of space.
No. I thought this was the funniest hitting on women ever. He was hitting on those 2 women.
And then he got bored to that guy.
Yeah. Then he got bored, started talking to the guy.
Is that the guy that's in the 2 big men? OTM2?
I think so. It could be. I forgot. I already forgot the segment. But I remember enjoying it, and I was like, this dude wild and starting all types of fights. And I think we transitioned to Hank and Tank at the end of this, but he went for them 2 women, then there were 2 other women, and then he was like, I'm talking to this guy, and all right, I got a match next week.
Yeah.
The fuck? But I told you I'm enjoying the shot to the Adonis. I think he's just a piece of shit.
Then we get to the Brindley Reese versus Izzy Dame match, which... on paper, I was going to put this in the ticker.
Good match.
But it was a good match. And I've written in the notes, we've already mentioned it, that NIL program is just pumping out these Charlotte clones like they're nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's trying to be Charlotte. I mean, I think that's what everybody looks up to at this point. I mean, she is the legend. She's just, on sideline right now. She'll be back soon one day.
Yeah, but I think there needs to be more people that stand out.
Absolutely.
Like you got your Tatum Paxley, you got your Jada Parker. They stand out because they have different looks. They have a moveset that works for them.
Personality.
They don't do these basic athletic moves which you see. Like even Sol Roker kind of falls into this category of looks like everyone else.
Yeah, but I can tell Sol Roker apart, maybe because I've analyzed her dramatically for her black speeches. But
I've written numerous things. I've written numerous reports about her for Black History Month.
Yes. Who did you report on? Sol Roker. Hey, that don't count. How dare you? Gets A anyway for white teacher. This was poorly written, but the bold choice of you, young man. The bold choice. You and that other kid that did the report on logic. Only once to win. Get A's in my class. Hit Black History Month.
So we get the main event. Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus Chase U. Why was this match so good?
I was shocked. I didn't know what was going to happen. Because I was like, if Chase U loses. Yeah, there was going to be a mass insurrection or turn on Andre chasing them between Ridge and Duke or something like that. But I didn't know what was going to happen. When they won, I went, oh shit, they won. They got it again. They got the gold. Big celebration happens. And you know what? I was happy at the end. I liked the jerseys they had. I thought the match was really good. I was on the edge of my seat for most of it.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And that's high praise because I don't like tag team matches.
No. Or Ridge Holland. Or Thea Hell. In fact, I believe Manny hated 50% of this match is hated by Manny. Just on paper.
I don't really necessarily like Nathan Frazier at all that much either.
Axiom's okay.
Yeah.
You cool. Fuck you, Nathan Frazier.
Because Nathan Frazier is the boyfriend of Thea Hale, so naturally, by association, you are guilty.
I was about to ask, what did Nathan Frazier do to you other than lose his hair? But yeah, really good match. They lost their titles. I'm assuming they're gonna rematch it up at some point. But I don't know.
At No Mercy?
Or we get the breakup. I don't know.
I think the breakups. I think the breakup. I think they'll get a rematch, and then the breakup will happen at the rematch.
Yeah. One of the others happen. Yeah. I mean, the safe place to put that title is on Chase U. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going to the main roster. None of them fools are. None of them. Duke can't fuck. Bridge is never going near the main roster again. We can't have him hurt our money talent.
That's true.
Thea Hell isn't going to be going anytime soon. And Andre Chase is basically Drew Gulak.
I think he is. I don't see him going anywhere.
No.
There's some gimmicks you see on NXT that don't transfer over.
Tony D.
Tony D, the accent stuff, that won't transfer over. Even if you bring up the entire family.
What do you mean? I'm Rizzo.
That voice was so deep. When she spoke, telling Ava, "I want to thank you," I was like, "What in the man are you talking about?
What in the Captain Lou Albano are you saying right now?"
How much testosterone have you taken today?
It's not the testosterone, it's the cigarettes. I can't stop smoking. Not since the daddy voice has anybody talk like this.
I was like, oh, this is I ain't heard this voice since The Sopranos.
And even then, at least they cussed in the middle of it, where you just go, oh,
yeah,
man, get the fucking gabagool.
Yeah, I don't see the family working on the main roster. There's I don't think Lexus King is gonna work on the main roster.
The thing is, I think Lexus King is fine as long as he has the right opponent, and Eddie Thorpe is just not it.
Wesley won't work on the main roster. He needs to be put with someone bigger. So like if he was like Obafemi's hype man, that might work. Because you look at Obafemi, he's big, so he'll work on the main roster. And the way they're portraying him on NXT, if you just carry that over into the main roster, that will work.
But it's depending on how they view NXT though now. Or is it? I know it's still the minor leagues and whatnot, but are they going to start featuring more quote unquote veteran talent on the show due to them being on the CW now?
I think they will, because the CW have obviously had to have paid quite a lot to have NXT for NXT. They've paid way too much for it. They paid way too much for that.
Suckers.
So I think the network will want more notoriety coming down, but that will work for the people down there. It's like if you work with a proper talent, you will shine.
I can see the highlighted people being, I guess some of these TNA people will be coming in there, but then you have the Motor City Machine Guns who have signed, but they have not yet to debut. I'm assuming, yeah, they apparently signed with WWE, but yet to debut. If Triple H can convince Penta, which is Penta's debunked all the rumors that we ain't doing that, but that could all just be.
No, so the rumor about Penta is he doesn't want to ruffle any feathers because Ray has got a bit more left on his contract. So they haven't actually added injury time onto their contract yet. So he's hoping if he doesn't, I think the thought is if he doesn't make a fuss, they won't do it.
Yeah,
and then they can leave around about the same time. Yeah, so they can leave around about the same time.
But I think that's the goal of NXT. You get Penta, you bring in Stephanie Vacker or whatever she goes by, and
so
Julia.
We make a new LWO. Is that what we're gonna do?
No, I'm not saying she joins them. I'm just saying she joins the roster of NXT. I'm not putting the Latinos together, Manny. I'm just because she's a Latino.
We might, Marcus. We might, and then we might have a Death Square.
They took the name. They took the name.
Where's the Death Triangle? Do you change the shape? Death Square.
We added one more angle right here. 0. Piano.
Squareo.
But yeah, I can see that being the direction of NXT. I can see a really big show in Chicago of like, oh, we're doing all this.
Yeah, and
Honestly,
I still think you need to keep Obafemi down there as an overwhelming presence.
oh, he's there to the Rumble.
Yeah, I think Ethan Page is a good champion to have hold that belt till you get to the CW, till you have someone better take it from him.
Yeah.
I don't want Trick as champion again.
I think that's where Trick is going to get his title match at, though.
Maybe, but I don't think I need him as champion unless he makes serious changes to his character.
I mean, he's whooped that Trick. What's he gonna do? He is
heel.
who he is, Manny.
I feel like he needs to experiment being a proper heel, a big time heel, not just a henchman. And he needs to experiment like that, like they were experimenting with Roxanne.
A big time heel. You're a big time heel. You're part of the Legion of Doom. You're with Lex Luthor. You're not one of these run among crooks and gets punched by Batman once and then you're out. You're a big time heel. I don't know. I've been a goon for years. Deep down in my heart, I know I'm a goon.
Yeah, so there's that. Make sure you hit up the sharpshooters.korea-spring.com. We need to buy a domain. And purchase yourself. Wow.
No, hold on, Manny. Hold on. If the people want to purchase themselves, let them purchase themselves somewhere, okay? I don't care if they live their life like birds. Let them purchase themselves somewhere. Let them perch themselves on electrical wires. Let them perch themselves on top of buildings like they're Batman or Spider-Man. Let them brood over the city, okay? Perch if you gotta perch, my people. Perch!
I really fucked that ad read. You do it this time. I'll set you up with the pictures.
Hold on. All right, here we go. We're gonna redo it. So if you guys joined us and buy into our merchandise, please, you can get the racially ambiguous shirts editions by Manny. And please, if you do, take a picture like Manny. And you may get your face stuck like that. But who knows? It'll be all worth it because everybody's going to like, look at this guy and that cool shirt. He's getting all the ladies. So if you go to the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com, you can perch yourself on the building and purchase these shirts as soon as you can. You can be like Jen or Ruby or Jimmy or Manny and Jamal and Eric with cups.
Jamal hasn't sent a picture in yet.
He said he hadn't sent his own picture in, yeah, but there's numerous people out there with this merchandise. So just go to the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com, use the promo code of Lord Manny Hayes today and get 15% off. Okay? Don't be like Zachary Winch and let everybody down. Because it brings down the Trey Miguel's of the world too. He was this close.
Don't be an innocent bystander too, be like Trey Miguel.
He was right there. He was right there.
You will get burnt by association.
Man lined himself up. He knew he couldn't afford that.
Wait, how much is a lineup in America?
I'm just messing with you, man. It's not that bad. I'm just saying.
How much is a lineup in America? And who's he get lined up if it's too expensive?
It's probably like $25 or $30. But I'm just saying, he probably lined himself up. Yeah, that's what it is in America, though.
Wait,
it's called quality.
Is £15. That might be correct.
Yeah, that's about what, 22 plus tip?
$20? That's just the beard lineup.
Yeah, but plus tip? Yeah, it goes around. It's close to 30. It's probably closer to 30.
Tip. Do you tip? I don't tip.
You don't tip?
No.
Manny, you don't tip.
No. Brother, he shaves my head. That's it. And then lines this up. You think that deserves a tip?
Yeah, they're the barber. They always get tipped.
At Christmas, I do give him £50.
You don't want Christmas money. That's Christmas penny money. You treat him like you're Scrooge, and you just like, yeah, here you go, crack it. Keep yourself warm. Tip your barbers, people. Tip your barbers.
Jimmy said there is actually a Chinese student bird photo trending going around where students are posing like birds because they are stressed.
Oh,
you should
fuck
Google
me.
it. I don't know if
Fuck
I
me.
should.
No. I told you this world is fucked up.
Chinese
We're in the wrong timeline.
bird trend.
Can someone fix the timeline where The Flash was actually a good movie? And people weren't perched up somewhere?
Well, why is the Tyler?
I don't even want to know what you saw. Now I gotta search perch trend.
I hate talons. They are disgusting.
Why do you hate talons? What? They're just owls, right?
No, talons are the feet of birds.
Oh well, whatever. The owls have talons. What am I looking at here? I got fish.
What did you
Did I spell perch wrong? Perch trend?
No, just
I got
type in
fish.
Chinese student birds.
Oh. What the fuck did I get? Oh God. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Jimmy, why have you put this into the universe? We did not know
China,
this existed.
China. The quote Donald Trump, China. It needs to be stopped.
China.
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 China. Oh my God, what is this? This is so
So
stupid.
this is what you do in your spare time. This is what you do in your spare time.
I hate that this is now under my search bar. Fuck. What does this even mean? This is stupid. And the guy in the tree went too far. Got a stick up his ass. I know it.
So like the video if you haven't. Subscribe also if you're not subscribed. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. I can't think of anything else to say.
We can end the show, Manny, as the world continues to get stranger and stranger and stranger. And we continue to make nobody off the shit. We will be here to report all the news in the world of professional wrestling and in the world outside, in the world of fried chicken. As this has been Fried Chicken Week on the Sharpshooters Wrestling Channel, as fried chicken has saved all of our lives.
Fried Chicken Week. That sounds incredible.
It does, but also sounds sickening. I think a lot of people are going to die.
I mean,
this
I
week.
did have some chicken wings this is for lunchtime.
That's good. Were they yours
Not
or were
Boss
they
Man
stolen?
chicken wings though. KFC.
Yep. Oh, not PFC?
No, not PFC.
They, you know,
Marcus, there's a thing here. Because I remember it happened to you at the start of a show once, and we had to delay the start of the show. I will never eat risky food before a show in case of epic diarrhea that may.
Oh yeah, I remember that. What did I eat?
I think it was hot dogs.
I never ate a hot dog before a show. What kind of life you think I'm living here? Yeah, I live the life of a bachelor, Manny, but I don't live where I have to warm up a hot dog in a microwave.
No,
and
you
eat that
ate,
for
you
breakfast.
ate it. You ate it and you got sick. I remember that, and you had the runs.
Oh yeah. I ate the night before. You're right. Yeah, that was it. Random obscure hot dog. You're right.
People, you don't want to know the face he made. It was sweating. He made his face. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Man, he delayed the show.
It was explosive.
The show was delayed for 15 minutes.
Yeah. And the city was shut down.
Someone put the bat signal out. Someone's ruining the water. Call Batman.
That was damage to water supply. What? I just took a shit, Bruce. I just took a shit, Batman. Manny, do you think if you were to prank... Oh, God. We need to end the show.
We're here now, so you might as well do it. No, we're here now. We're here now. Say it.
Batman has a bat signal, right? And I know Batman comes up a lot on the show. I'm, kind of Batman enthusiast. You have access to the bat signal. What prank are you doing to Batman when he shows up to the roof? Are you just gonna leave a shit in the bag and say me? Or you just have a giant psych on the middle of that?
No, because if you do that, he's coming after you, Marcus.
For what? I ain't commit no crime.
You're wasting his fake police time.
You're not a real cop, Batman.
You have no jurisdiction here, Batman.
You're some white man in a sweaty suit. You stink under there. You know you stink. You're musty as fuck.
I know who the fuck you are, Batman.
Yeah, I know it's you, Bruce. Yeah. Oh shit, he does kill.
Well, because I think
he shot me and threw me off the roof.
I think if you gotta prank him, you do the classic shit in a bag and set it on fire.
Yeah. I'll put the witness logo on there so he'll really have to go through it and be like, there has to be more to this. So he'll spend days trying to figure it out.
Doing fecal analysis.
Yeah.
Alfred.
I can't figure this out.
I sent you a sample. I need you to go into deep. I need you to tell me who this belongs to.
My word, Master Bruce. It might be the Boo Boo Baron.
Oh, this goes into the universe of Thirst Trapper Jones.
Oh, driving around giant titty mobile.
With the Boo Boo Baron running loose as well.
Alfred, these fucking small-time criminals, I swear to God. They're just fucking trolls. They're just trolls. Master Bruce, you don't have to get everybody. I gotta kick their ass. I'm sorry.
Marcus,
Joker can wait. The Joker can wait. We never
established this. As the co-host of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, one half of the Kings of the Roads. Yes. What if we had a car that dissembles into separate cars like Tron? But imagine they're connected. But the titty mobile was like that, so they come together and there's two giant titties.
You never about us, Batman. You never about us.
But with our power combined,
you won't be able to take your eyes off of us.
Oh look, they're the shape of Catwoman.
Man, yeah. Man, and at a full stretch to fully go with this. I mean, on Saturday we are three of us. We can go full Total Recall and have the three titty.
Eric won't be part of this. Eric, you know Eric ain't gonna be part of this nonsense. He don't have to know. He dismissed the titty mobile when we first brought it up.
Yeah, he don't have to know. We get our titty mobile. He didn't realize it was gonna break off and realize he'd be his own titty.
We're sitting in there like his fucking Megazord.
Got some Mastodon, massive titties.
Areola.
Dick jokes. Forms the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Jesus. Does cocaine off the Megazord.
Burns the Megazord as well. My God, he used the Megazord as a crack pipe.
Tough times with the Fire Rangers. Jesus.
Got to make money somehow.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I want to blame Jimmy for that derailment.
You should have shown those purse Chinese children. Goddamn perch.
But join us on Saturday. I believe Eric probably won't even make it. Eric won't make it this far. We'll have him try and name all the women in this photo.
No way he gets past Jada Parker. He's definitely not getting Danny Palmer. So Roca he'll get. Carly Bright, Cameron, whatever, and something Gray.
Brittany Reese won't get it.
I don't even think he'll get Stevie Turner.
No, he knows. Everyone knows Stevie.
I don't think Eric can get Stevie.
I think everyone knows Stevie. Have they just given up wrestling? Her and Robert Stone. What's going on with
Robert's been out for like a decade. It seems like.
All in 2025 is going to be in Texas.
Oh.
Which Texas stadium, Kane?
I'm assuming where the Rangers play is where it's rooming. I don't think they're going to Jerry's World. All right. Yep, there it is. Texas. Here's the logo. I'm assuming the Von Erichs are going to be on this show. Dustin's last match, maybe?
The Von Erichs.
Jesus, Manny. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up on you just hate the Von Erichs and their cursed-ass family.
Yeah, just get over it.
What do you mean get over it? It's fucking terrible.
I'm tired of seeing these fools turn up on AEW. Looking all disheveled and shit.
Well, my thing is, why won't they sign them?
Well, they're signing. I think they're signing Michael Oku and Amira.
Okay, and they signed Billington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever. Just more people I won't see on Collision or Dynamite or Ring of Honor.
Probably. Yeah. So we'll see you Saturday. Peace. Remember, never do that too hard. You may break your wrist.
Yeah, that's what my mom told me back in the day. Oh, masturbation dick jokes. That's what we do best. Anyway, wrap it up.
We out. Peace.
We're just normal men, just innocent men doing this shit.
Why didn't you rip the clip? We could have just played that.
Oh, I could have. Maybe for the next one. I mean, I can literally just play it right now as we exit as audio.
You might as well.
Here we go. Hold on. I mean, Manny, stall, Manny. Stall quickly. Manny, give him something.
I have no joke. You put me under pressure.
Stall,
penis everywhere.
Come on. It's still loading. Why is my internet so slow?
How is your internet this bad?
Normal men.
There you go.
What do you mean, normal men? We're just innocent men.
I don't know if we're innocent.
We are, Manny. We can't help it. We can't help it when we were born. Our childhood, those cartoons made us this way. Those damn cartoons. They said they were rot our brain. They said they were rot our brain in their hands. Proceed to the effects.
We've just done a nearly 1 hour 40-minute show.
Yeah, this show's longer than the Rookie of the Year.
We out. See you Saturday. Peace.